Let me see if you, yeah, we are on YouTube. Hey YouTube, I'm here with Aparecida, and maybe some more people will come with us to practicing our English and communication skills and another soft skills, especially today because we're talking about career growth. It's always an interesting topic that we can learn interesting thing, my point of view. And we talk I'm going to talk about a little bit about talking talk works. It's a platform that you can learn the most important language, my point of view: Italian, French, Spanish, Mandarin, and English for a while, if I didn't forget anyone. And it's only a conversation. I'm just a student like Aparecida and maybe you that are watching us. And yeah, I think that's it in summary. Yeah, let's start our conversation. Wow, we have some questions that help guide us in this conversation. Just for it, it's not necessary answer all the questions. Uh, and yeah, here we believe the importance of the make mistake. So we try to avoid to correct anyone. Of course, if someone asks for help, we have freedom to help these people, right? Okay, Parecida, please, could you introduce yourself for us?
Hello everyone, my name is Aparecida Semiramin. I'm from Rio Verde, Goiás. I'm living here now. I'm married and I have a daughter. I'm graduated in computer science and nowadays I'm working with a national management for IT costs and infrastructure IT area with CapEx projects. And I'm studying FinOps. I got certified in July this year.
What field?
Um,
I didn't understand. I'm sorry.
July,
No,
in
what
July,
cars? What cars?
FinOps,
Ops. What is this?
National Management of Cloud.
Oh, okay, okay.
Uh, we learn about how to manage the financial about cloud. Not only about the financial management, it's about bring value to the cloud.
Okay.
And
I think I got you.
it's a framework.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Congrats
And
for your certification.
thanks. I am studying a lot, and I want the next certification in FinOps area next year. But for my moments in free time, I like to stay with my family, take care of my garden, and to relax. I do yoga and ride a bike, walk outside of my home. I don't like gyms because I hate staying in a place closed.
Me
I
too.
believe it's this. I am here in TNT since April this year. It's this about me.
Great, great. It's always a pleasure to be with you, Aparecida. I like a lot. Well, and about me, I'm here since beginning of last June, and I am here as host for around of 2 months, I guess. I need to revise that, but review that. But I think that's it about my time here. Uh, I live in near Campinas, São Paulo. I was born here in Americana, and I lived in another region called Sorocaba 1, Boituva City, with my, by the time it was my girlfriend, actually my fiance, or my wife. I think it's wife. And well, I'm going to talk about an interesting thing that are happening to me. I'm thinking about to um, emprestar, fi- financiar a piece of terrain, terra, and build a house. I guess we are thinking about, because well, we are a little bit tired to stay moving on almost every year, you know. We are, yeah, we are tired that, and because that we are thinking about to build a house by caixa, something like that, because I I'm a kind of my first, it would be my first build in my life. So yeah, let me see what will happen in the future. And let me see. Oh, I was approved in an English interview some days ago, and I did a lot of technical tests yesterday. Yesterday. Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, yesterday. Uh, Let me see. It's interesting. I can see my improvement in English, and that it's possible you get or get an approvation. I don't know. Get someone like of your English. It's interesting. uh, I'm doing that to see these kind of things. Of course, I'm here to try to uh, bring more opportunities for my family and myself and my children that are growing up faster. What age is your daughter, Aparecida? I forgot to ask.
9 years old,
9
9.
years. Oh, it's a cute. My my younger one is 10 years, and he will formar na elementary school tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you.
By your job too. Congratulations too. You are trying got a
Yeah.
job in other country. Yeah, and
I,
congrats.
to be honest, I'm applying for any kind of job ads related to my career, my role. You know, just to the first thing to practice my English. And sometimes I was reproved. Another time I was approved, and yeah, it's interesting. Uh,
I can ask one thing for you about this, if you can answer, of course.
for sure.
Uh, you apply to these jobs in LinkedIn, or you go to the websites of the companies directly?
LinkedIn, the companies there directly, and other recruiting tools like Goopy. I don't like so much of Goopy, but there are a lot of big companies there, you know. And let me see. Indeed, it's another great
Yes.
tool. And Glassdoor.
Mm.
Glassdoor,
I know,
do you know
I
these
know
tools?
these platforms. I know this.
All of these are great platform to evaluate the companies, because the people use to review that company anonymous there. It's interesting. It's a kind of our survey in Talk and Talk, you know. You can put a note, a nota, and write whatever you want. It's interesting, and there are a lot of job ads, something like that. Yeah, I would say in my case, in my field, some repositories like GitHub. Sometimes there are interesting job ads there in my field. It's more specifically for my field, I guess. You know. Okay, let's continue. Well, I'd like to ask you the question number 2 is a good question, Parecida. What inspired you to choose your current career path? Question number 2.
Well, for me, I believe what inspired me first in my career, since the first moment in the past, was the technology. I love technology since I was young. And I believe the first thing was this, the technology, about the technology. And then when I choose this, I choose my career path related this kind of things. I started in university in the economy area, but I don't like it. Then I
Much
changed
math.
to I love math because computer science there are a lot of math too, logics and calculations and another kind of math paths, but economy not was for me. and
Yeah,
uh,
we
and
have
I
to like
changed
a lot
to
that.
and I changed to computer science. I like it, but it was so hard for me. But I like the discovery since the beginning of my career. It was so hard in a lot of moments, but it's this. Now I have a lot of challenges. Of course, I believe everyone have or have had in the past challenges. It's normal in our lives. Uh, but now when I choose change a bit the path of my career, I look for the technology, what the technology can give to me and quality of life. For me
Perfect.
now is this. Because in the last 10 years, I'm not happy in my career. I'm so
I can
tired.
understand you.
I'm so tired and exhausted and not happy because it's so complicated some moments in our lives. And then I need look and change, and I did this, and I am changing now. And I believe I wake up my eyes during the pandemic. Before I was so tired, but I insist in continuing like I was.
Yeah,
But the pandemic brings something to it was so difficult and brings something to what I want for my life in the future. And looking for this, I decided that no, not I need to change something. And I did this. I I have courage to change some things.
perfect.
And I continue in IT area, but change some things because IT have there are a lot of paths. It's so important this because we can choose some paths
Yeah,
inside. And for me, it's this. Now, uh, for me, I look first for my mental and physical health. I believe the maturity bring this for us because it's necessary have courage and be strong to make some kind of changes in our life.
sure.
And and this we have, of course, young people can have this kind of courage, but when we was young, we have other kind of vision. Some things we go with the waves and don't look. We can't look for the quality of life. We go. We only go.
Yeah, only go.
And when we wake up, what happened in these last 10 years in my life? I'm not happy now, and we need change. It's important change. I believe it's something uh, for our happiness. I believe it's
Yeah,
important change.
sure.
I believe the stop water. I don't know if I can do something like this in English, but stopped water not good for our life. We need to do this water moving. You understand
Yeah,
me?
I got you. I got you for
It's,
sure.
it's so important in our lives. I believe it's this for me now.
I truly love listening you. You used to talk with confidence and experience. You have a lot of background. I can see that, and I really appreciate that you shared your point of view. I totally agree with you. Um, well, I would add a note about you're talking about. I think we are living a kind of the same point of our lives, I guess. In my case, it is more related to earning, because I'm software developer for around for years. This month I'm going to complete 4 years of as developer, and I think my income is not so good. I think everyone think their income is not so good, but I'm trying to through uh, some path that could bring more money and more career outlook. I don't know if you know, career outlook is a kind of
Visibility?
é, previsão de carreira. I forgot to say that in Portuguese now, right now. Oh my goodness. A kind of expectativa de crescimento de carreira. Kind of that. I've heard these terms this day, career outlook. Outlook, a kind of Outlook, the Microsoft app, the same word, and yeah, so because that I'm searching for for better condition for me and my family, because I'm almost 40 years old, no? I'm 37, so I'm trying to get more like you, work-life balance, to continue, because I really like to work as developer, and I'm thinking about transitioning a little bit my career, switch to data science. I guess I'm studying this field because this it's appear a good field, actually, and especially in the future. um, I research about job ads in development and data science fields, and there are a lot of more that data science job than developer, and with much more salary benefits and something like that. And well, I love study for sure. I like to study. I study every day. I'm here, and I study. Actually, I'm studying Python, for example, and I love to study this field. And I'm sure that you will like of data science. And I don't know what will happen in the future, but let me see what will happen. I can't wait for that. Yeah. Uh, My inspirations is have a work life balance, a better work life balance, and get more infrastructure for me and my family. I think that's it. Uh,
Congrats, you are so brave. You are brave. Congrats. You are
gee,
changing again and again. It's so good.
yeah. I We can't stop to continue growing
Yes,
up.
we can't stop. It's so important we continue learning something, not stopped.
Yeah, yeah. And I have to congrats you too for your certification and this improve growing mentality, I guess. So congrats for that. We are on the same page, I guess, in our
Yes,
life.
yes,
So
I believe it's important. The
yeah,
life brings some things we need to guard it and
I
continue.
yeah, I really love to work as developer. Like I said, I'm a front end guy. Actually, I like to build beautiful screens with great usability for the user, something like that, or work with data as backend developer. I worked as backend one some time ago, so I really like to work as developer. But we have to think in improving ourselves and get more money, something like that. Have more quality of life, you know. So it's
Yeah,
important.
I agree. I totally agree with you. I love the development. One part of my life, I work with developing, but with databases and SQL and the progress. I love it.
It
But
was DBA.
my career path bring me to the financial area on IT. And in this moment in my life, 10 or 12 years ago, I need change in databases and the administration of databases
Financial.
to financial IT. And in that moment, I can choose because I move it and no one asked me if I want.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes. Something like this happening in our career, not it's common.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Have an restructuration and the company and they change me and
And you
it's
like it.
okay. It's
You like it
okay.
because you're worked until nowadays. If you didn't like you didn't work for a long time. You're
Yeah,
working in
in
financial IT.
the beginning I don't like, but now I find a way. I find a way to continue and bring more inspiration to my career and inside this path, looking for things who bring me more realization, something like this, I believe.
Yeah, I got you. For me, the same. When I worked in IT infrastructure, I felt missed this kind of feeling because by the time I felt this field was a kind of cost for the company, not investment. I don't know if you could understand me. But when we work like you, financial management, IT, or like me, a developer, the company used to looking for us and see we are a kind of investment and respect us a little bit more. This kind of feeling led me to choose my career. I like to work in infrastructure area. Like I said, I work in data centers with servers, uh, Oracle hacks, Cisco devices, telephony, Siemens, Avaya, something like that. But It was so funny, jobby, but it was not recognized one, unfortunately. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
it.
so hard work with infrastructure. I worked hard a lot, learning a
Receive a
long period.
bad salary. Receive a
Um,
bad
it
salary.
was hard. Of course, get up during the uh, practically during a lot of years. I don't have a good time in this path.
Pois
Not
é.
was good.
Pois é.
Looking behind me, I some years not was good because it was
For
so
me
hard,
too.
so hard. I can't sleep. It's so hard.
How much years did you work in IT, IT infrastructure?
20 20 years, more or
20 years.
less. Yes.
Yeah, I worked in this field for around of 15 years.
But I believe if I look for 5 years during this period, I am changing to financial. I mean,
Okay, I got you.
but it's more or less. I believe it's same. It's a lot of years of my life.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, I worked in technical roles in this field. I worked since help desk until innovation. I worked as IT infrastructure projects. I was IT architect. I did um, architect solutions MBA. Yeah, I almost finished that. I paused that because I lost uh, my old job, and I decided to pause this MBA. But I had to uh, finish my TCC. I don't know if it's correct. I think it's another way to say in English. But only that I studied all of the subjects in this MBA. And yeah, that's it. It was a good time. I had a lot of fun, but uh, I didn't earn, and I had a lot of stressful time in my life. But it was fun. I need to be honest. Great. Well, you have a long conversation without question. It was interesting. But well, I will choose a question for us right now. Let me see. Um, Question number 10 is interesting. In our opinion, what role does networking play in professional growth? I think it's so important. I had a lot of jobs using my network. Of course, as a poor guy, I would say, I needed to create my network alone. I worked in different companies, roles, making more quality networks, and this path could bring a strong network for me. Some time ago, I was in a job hiring, and a person that company asked me for some uh, how can I say that? Ask me for send a phone number and email of two personal uh, personal indicação. I don't know how can I say that. Ask me for indicação. And I remember I sent a message for two people. I was thinking, oh, I need to send message for more than 10 people. I guess I think two of them can answer me, and the first one answered me as faster I could imagine. It was amazing for me. So, one of this guy was one of my old manager and coordinator, and he said to me, Osvaldo, feel free, I will help you whatever you want. You can send my contacts for these people, for sure. I feel I felt so happy when I listened that because I could see that the way that I used to build my network is working. So yeah, that's it. So it's so important for me. And for you, what do you think, Aparecido? You agree or disagree?
Yeah, I agree totally. I totally agree because it's so important to building the network in professional lives. And like you, I build my network during my
Along
work,
the way.
my life, during the years.
Yeah.
And the last year I was without job, and I saw really some people can help us. And the most important interview of job I did was with indication.
For sure, I agree.
Yes, yes. Of course, we can find job only in LinkedIn or in some other platforms. But when we have an indication, one personal indication inside the place we are finding a job, it's totally different. The the interview, it's different. The
For sure. I
process,
totally agree.
when people knows you and tell to the employee who you are apt to this work, and know you are a good employee, and you did your work correctly, and you are okay to this position. And it's so important. Now I look for my past, and I know a lot of people doing this, a lot of people during this long period of my life, but not sometimes I believe we have a wrong idea about the people, because sometimes I believe I know the people, but when we are without a job, we know the people truly.
For sure.
Yeah.
We'll
You
form our
understand
confidence in
me?
the interview, right?
Yes, it's sometimes I believe I believe the people are so good and etc. But when we look for the people and ask for one indication, we know. And some people we don't believe will help us. These people help us.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
it's interesting these things, and it's important to give the value to the people, not only who you know. It's okay because the people shows what they want to show.
Yes,
Sometimes
for
with
sure.
only know one piece of the people,
For
not
sure.
completely. And then I believe this it's important they care too.
For sure, for sure. You're right. I totally agree.
But the professional network, it's so important, I believe, not only to got new jobs or something like this, but to know to talk about the profession, about the 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 things who are happening, like we are talking about some things now in English, of course, but we can talk in Portuguese too. And
Yeah.
it's so important to look to the people, talk, listen people, and know this your journey of work, your life. It's so important for me. It's so good. Listen, know. It's so good, and I'm learning now and giving the value who the things you need to give value. I believe is this. Give the value who the things needs value.
Yeah, and in talk, we can practicing this kind of behavior. We have some WhatsApp group to um, learn with which other backgrounds, we have host WhatsApp group, host for host, and we can trocar uma ideia. And I've learned a lot with these guys. There are different people in different areas with strong background, life and professional backgrounds, and I really love these tools that we have here in Talk and Talk as well, to be honest. And knowing these people helped me to keep my focus and keeping my discipline to continue every single day practicing English and another things. Because like I said, I'm on a vacation, but I decided to keep my booked with immersions and my time to study, So yeah, it's there's, of course, I've traveled for some days last weekend with my family, but I came back to continue my study, my plan, my goals, try to achieve my goal. I thought, like I said, I totally agree with you. I can add no words on what you said, Aparecida. You're completely right. Well, do you wanna ask any questions or choose someone for us? Feel free.
Not you.
Okay. Well, let me see. I'm reading. Well, question number 8. I think it's related to our current life. What do you think about the idea of change careers later in life? Later, what do you think? It's a hard question.
I believe changing career it's so hard. It's so complicated. It's necessary courage and focus and determinations and be strong because it's so hard when we change career early in our lives, or like me, I changed in the beginning because I'm starting doing economic and changed to computer science because I don't like this path. And now I'm in my area, but I'm changing and change sometime during my life. Like I said, change to network administration to financial management in IT, of course, but it's a big change for me, for my career, because
Sure.
I need back my background of my knowing about databases, administration,
Technical
network,
one.
and cabling, and changing to one position only related into administration, financial administration, and it was so hard. And now too, it's complicated because I need to continue working, and I continue it. I need to study and improve my path in this new know I want to go in the future. I'm changing, and it's hard, but what I can say is it's so important, like you said, but because I know I want this first.
Yeah, the most important thing.
If I want, what I do to achieve these goals.
I have a question for you, Priscila.
Yes.
Do you have some plan? Do you use some management time technical to study, or actually you're just study when you have time?
I am methodical. I am methodical.
Ah, great. You have a
I
plan.
have time to do my work, do my homework,
Great.
my studies. I'm methodical. But how I study a lot in the last months, now I'm break a bit because I have a problem sometimes. I can't stop. And this, no, yes, it's
It's
not good
hard
for me. It's not good for me.
for
It's so
all of
bad.
us, I guess. It's necessary to
I
stop
can
sometime.
I need to stop because I'm a little crazy sometimes because I can't stop. I start, but sometimes I'm so tired and I need brave and give a brief stop. And now I stop because I'm the end of year and I'm continuing studying English, but the other things I stopped a bit because I need focus in my life too and give attention to my daughter because we have change in our family too. My husband moved to another city and I need to give attention to my daughter. It's not a good moment. We are changing some things in our lives and
Yeah.
it's important to give attention to the important
Stop.
things. You understand me?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
For me, it's related to study. I have days, normally I study every day in the same time, not during every day or stop it hours. No, I study every day in the same time, every day, like
Great.
English. I look
Great
for
approach.
my week and plan, and I study 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours every day. Normally, when I work during the day, I study at 1 or 2 hours.
Great.
Sometimes more. In the weekend, for example, I study more than 2 or 3 hours. But like I said, I need to take care by myself because sometimes I'm a little crazy, and I
For
start
sure.
and I start to study or doing something like related to my work, and I can't stop. I have problems with this, and I take care about myself only because of this because I need pay attention in my mind, in my limitations. I believe it's one limitation. This thing is a
All
limitation.
of us have limitation. We are human. Only human.
Yes, we need to take care about this. We look and pay attention in our lives, and sometimes we are, how I can say, exigente.
Uh,
We demanding ourselves. For me, I
yeah.
demand myself a lot. It's this, and I need to pay attention and take care about this. Only this. It's this for me.
Yeah. Uh, well, you said great things. I totally agree with you. Uh, Let me see. Oh my goodness, I forget what was the question.
8, 8.
80.
We don't
Oh
answer
yeah.
8. Yeah,
Yeah.
8.
I'm sorry. Yeah, question number 8. Okay. Well, having started my journey as developer after the age of 30, um, I think we have to pay attention when we are thinking about transitioning. Like you said, and I need to add a final note about you said, Aparecida. We live in a machista society, and like women it's, in my point of view, it's much more harder to work, study, and take care of our family at the same time. So I need to congrats a lot for that. I know it's so hard because, for example, I can see my wife taking care of my home, and it's uh, she has a big challenge to take care of that because while she is helping me to take care of my house, we are here studying, working, and relax my mind to continue working next day, something like that. And I really appreciate your journey. It's so hard, I'm sure that, and I really admire women's and that supera this kind of bad mentality, so one more time, congrats. And well, like I said, I have a different. I have used time management technicals. Actually, I'm using the 12 day 12 week year. It was a book, I guess, but I've heard about this technical in the social media, a YouTube channel, and it's a technique that you must to put your appointments and your year during uh, 12 weeks, and in this way, I, for example, to study, I split my time. I spend around of 5 hours per week to study, and I try to study 3 days per week, 2 days during the weekdays, and another one on the weekends. It's most commonly Saturdays morning. Yeah, Saturdays morning, in my case, because I had um, to be with my children on the weekends, and I try to study Saturday morning and then stay with my family and my children. But my children relate my old marriage, Uh, Let me see. And yeah, and I try to keep my leisure time activity. I think leisure time is important to recharge our battery and continue keeping. It's helped me to continue with focus. When after, for example, after today and yesterday, I spent some time in leisure time because I'm on vacation, and these activities help me to keep focus and enhancing my productivity. I did some experiments, some tries, I'm doing that for along the way, and I have numbers that I can deliver more tasks or projects faster after I have quality time of leisure, when I have well, for example, if I had a good time with hobbies, I next day I will stay more happy and more motivated to continue.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have some hobby, but my advice would for you, if you have some hobby. I think you said someday you like nature.
Gardening,
Yeah, gardening. Yeah, it's a
I love.
good hobby. Yeah. Yesterday I cortei grama here at home with my fiancé, my stepson. Uh, I felt so tired in the end of the day, but it was funny.
Yes,
It was funny. Uh,
gardening it's hard. When I finish, yes, I'm so tired too. But I love take care of the garden, take care of the plants, change the plant, choose plants, seeing the plant growing. It's so wonderful. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. Taking care of gardening. I take a note because I'm trying to studying a little bit more about these new terms for me. uh, okay. Yeah, that's it. I guess that's it. And I would like to talk a final question, Aparecida, please. The question number 11. If you have an advice for someone that's starting their career, what would it be? Go ahead.
But if I can give some advice, I believe for me now, I believe the most important choose something to gives pleasure for us. It's so important. It's not only about the money because I believe that the new generations now the young people they look for this. They look for this. They look for the pleasure first, not to the money. And I congrat them. Congrat them because it's so important. Our generation and the old generation before us, we not are correct. We not are correct. We follow a system, an older system. Not it will not. It's good. Not good.
Yeah,
We need change, and I agree. We are changing slowly,
for sure.
but I
In your
believe
time, in their time.
yes, but I believe the new generation changing this. They are changing because we have conflict between the generation because of this. And I agree, I totally agree with the new generation because they value not our only the money, not our work 8, 9, 10, 12 years during the year, not the value. The value to the companies because we are giving our lives to them. We don't have life.
Yeah,
For me, it's this, only this. If I can tell something, choose you. Look for you, your pleasure. What give me pleasure? What give me with my eye shine? You understand me? My eye
for
shine
sure, for sure.
is this because during our life we can change our career like we said, but it's so strong. And when we did something we like, it's more easy change inside this or outside this. It's important for me, so important.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Following our passion, find our calling. I think it's the most important. And my advice would uh, trying a lot of things and find your calling. I think that's it. Don't feel fear about change your career, your job, and find your calling. I think it's the most important thing. For example, uh, if I worked as developer before in my life, of course today I would be more happy than I feel happy today. So I think it's the most important thing, my point of view. I totally agree with you, I'd add, uh, don't feel fear about change your career, especially when you were young. Uh, try know different fields. Don't follow what the companies ask you to do if you don't feel happy with that. Only that. And that's it. I think it was a great finish for us. Aparecida, I don't know if you have time tomorrow, but we'll talk about space exploration and it's the breeze in my immersion, 7 a.m. I don't know if someone will stay with me tomorrow, and next week we'll talk about relaxed things like good times, memories that we had along the way, and do it yourself. I don't know if you want this term. It's when you do, when you build anything. DIY, DIY. Yeah, and that's it. Have a great day. Thank you for coming, and see you.
Bye. What a great mission.
Yeah,
Thanks.
great. Bye bye.
Bye.